Gamers, gamers, gamers. Hello. That is not the current session that we're in. We're going to remove that. Hello, everybody. Hope we're all doing well. I like seeing the hype in chat first thing straight away. Lovely stuff. Got some excited people around here. All right. It is... Hang on, let me move some of the cans out of my way on this desk so I've got a little bit of mouse room. There we go. Right. We've got... I always get... Every single time I go to load bikes, I get this little starting download, and it's usually a couple of 100 kilobytes big, and then it'll take like a minute to start, but then there's not actually like a proper game update. I got no idea what's going on with that. Anyway, hello everybody. Hello Sim Racer. Hello Ram Sam. Hello Mr. Kebab. Hello Alex. Hello everybody. Pro stream starting soon. Screen lags my whole PC, bro. Oh, is it a little bit too much? It's just one of them, like, I mean, obviously I didn't make it or anything. It's just one of them ones I got online. So I apologise for that. Hello, Mr. Kensington. Day's not been too bad. I do say, if you watch my video today where I said I might try and nap for an hour or two, it didn't go that way. I napped for about 6 hours. So not the most ideal of situations, but at least I'll be more awake for this stream now. So we'll see how that goes. Right, so we have got PCK Round 2, San Diego. And the track has literally just dropped now. As soon as I press the go live button, the track has dropped. And the servers are already up as well. So how this is going to work, apparently, is we've got the next 18 minutes. It was going to be 20, but the next 18 minutes. And then we go straight into qualifying. So we're not going to have a long time to learn the track at all. I'm not going to go into the qualifying server straight away. I think I'm just going to try and learn it by myself for a little bit first. But yes, as you keen-eyed viewers will tell, there's ruts on this one. We've not had a rutted Supercross track yet this year, so I am very interested to see how it's going to go. I'm excited for it as well. Hello, Devilish. Hope you're doing all right. And yeah, the day's been okay. Day's been fine. I did get some bad news today, but it's not like family stuff or anything like that. It's on the let's just say financial side of things. Ruspino's right there. He's trying to mug me off a little bit, but I do appreciate it. So yeah, I might have to pull my finger out and actually try and treat this like a proper full-time job rather than just doing the bare minimum every single day. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. But what on earth? I feel like is this like a church or what? You see the carvings on the wood dotted around. That is that's something. I need to turn quick. Shift help on, so I turn quick shift on. Done there. Engine audio's all working fine. Lovely stuff. Thank you very much, chicken shit. So I haven't checked the sign-up list for this race at all. The time has changed a lot compared to round 1. So round 1 for me actually was meant to start at 2 AM, but it didn't start until 3 AM because of some delays. This one, qualifying, you start in at 10:20, I want to say. So yeah, really big time difference. So I'm interested to see how this goes. I do need to get back into the mind frame of the old PCK scaling, and also I believe this track was then made and adjusted after the real life race was done. So good stuff as well. Thank you very much, Alex. No, it wasn't that at all, but I do appreciate it though. Let's just say what's happened, I may as well have bought a Stark. I may as well. Yeah, but apparently this track was built after the real life event, so the ruts and the doable like rhythms and stuff should all be true to life, hopefully, which is why you saw in that far section all the way over the right hand side of the stadium to where I am now is you can actually do that triple quad line that people weren't doing. So yeah, should be good though. The ruts so far they're not like super deep and disgusting at all. Like they're just a chill guy, just a chill rut. It looks absolutely fine so far, to the point where it almost feels like they're not actually going to be a factor. I mean, I'm interested to see what sort of a road setting they run for this, because usually the common theme is no ruts, high erode, or ruts, minimal erode. I'd be interested to see if we run the same erode settings that we have been running normally, then go and add the erode on, then have the ruts on top. There's also collisions. There's collisions on the barrels this week as well. Do you know? No, fair play. They've taken a lot of the feedback that we gave them after the first round, and they've acted upon that, and they've made some changes, and I'm excited for it. It should be some good fun. So I've got now another, probably I want to say about 12, 13 minutes where I'm going to have to start joining the next server. We got any... Oh, is that... That seems a bit... I don't know if that's doable. That did seem like a little bit of a stretch. I downsided the triple in pretty well as well. Oh well, that's fine. Yeah, let's get some flow going. Let's try and work out what we're doing. I still think the fastest way around, like these bowl turns, for example, is to rail the whole thing. However, inside here... Oh, back end, please. Inside here might be good, because then you can open up this corner more, cut across here, the 90, and then carry more speed and momentum around there. That could be good. That could be good stuff. How difficult was it when you were doing streams every day, every late night for different time zone? It wasn't terrible. Like, it weren't bad at all. It's just, I do get a little burnt out of playing MX bikes every single day. And the last, without delving too much into her personal life, I've had to try and just commit a bit more time to Linda as well the last week or so. So that's why I've not been as up to date on the streams as I have been since the start of the year. So trying to find that good little balance, you know, find the good balance of spending enough good quality time with her, doing the streaming stuff, getting all the videos out. Oh, please survive that. And I also noticed, I mean, I guess it was going to be inevitable to be fair, bear in mind, I haven't uploaded a TikTok in maybe even a couple of weeks now, but since the Americans had the whole one-day TikTok ban, the day that they came back, a bunch of my TikToks got so many views and like so many new followers and stuff. I just thought that was very, very, like, very odd. But yeah, I should probably try and do that a little bit more as well. I thought Tomac's pass around the outside in the sand was very, very cool. You could see it coming as well. Like, as soon as he entered it, I was like, that boy's moving, that pass is going to happen. I really, really enjoyed the San Diego race as a whole. Like, that whole 450 race was just so fun to watch. There was no like lull, if that makes sense. There was no boring bit to it at all. It was just constantly stuff happening, stuff going on. It was great. Yeah, you love the old TikTok ban. Oh, you're getting... Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I suppose if there's no American creators making TikToks in that time period, you get content that you might not have seen before. So that's cool. I mean, you probably found some new favourites, some new TikTok faves. Yes, yeah, Kenny and Cooper had a good little battle going on as well. I was a bit sad that Kenny didn't end up getting the better of him in the end. The track is either 1 or 150. You have to have a go and look on the shop yourself just to double check. Alternatively, there's a season pass as well, which ends up cheaper if you was to buy every single one of these. I know I keep going to the outside here so far, but unless I can double from the inside, it doesn't feel like it would be anywhere near as quick. I mean, I could be proved wrong. I have been proven wrong many, many times on this game. That's just how it feels to me at the moment. So the ruts themselves, they don't seem to... They are more dug down than raised up. So it's actually seems to be a little bit more on the difficult side to get fully slotted into them with no worry about popping out. So I actually think it does do an okay job so far of slowing you down. We've got a little bit of a groove here on the left-hand side of the whoops, which again, true to life, there was a bit of a groove on there. Can we... No, I don't think that's doable. Don't think that's doable. That's a hell of a stretch, though. And what lap time? What times were they running? Was they in the minutes, or did they get sub-minute in real life? Was it like 102s, something like that? We've got a 104 at the moment with that mess up at the end. We can definitely get into the 103s. We'll see, we'll see. Dono price for me to stream Minecraft? I don't know, but I ordered that hot chip, by the way, which was what someone wanted for one of the donation goals, so they donated on. Do you think we should add some kind of... Oh, you can do that from the inside. Okay. Do you reckon we should do some goals like that for the donated-on? Like, if we get to a certain amount of time, we just stream a different game as well for, like, 2-3 hours? I feel like that could be somewhat interesting, because we can do Fortnite at a certain point. We could do Minecraft for some reason at a certain point as well. Could always hop on and maybe try and populate That's the right word. Could always hop on and try and populate some sim servers as well, maybe for an hour or two during them, just to mix things up a little bit and keep it fresh. I think that could be quite good, quite enjoyable. Play Phasmophobia. I'd have to try and find some boys to play it with. I used to play it back in the day, not loads at all. And I am an absolute pussy when it comes to anything jump scary. I hate it so much. But yeah, that could be doable. iRacing would be cool. Well, so you see that FXR jersey there? That is wrapped around my Logitech G29 steering wheel and pedals box. So I have a steering wheel and pedals in there. And I was thinking about this the other day, after we've had old Jimmy Broadbent popping in the streams every now and then, say hello. I was like, I should probably get back into the four-wheel side of things and play it some more. But here's the thing that I'm worried about. If I've got my steering wheel here, planted to my desk, first of all, I'm going to have to find another place for this old microphone. But then secondly, if I've got false feedback going on, you see the issue that we've got here. There's a whole lot of wobbly monitors and wobbly camera and all sorts going on. So I don't know. I'd have to try and work out a whole different way of setting everything up. But it's not a terrible idea at all. Hello, Jerry. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much, Tyler. I appreciate that. Can we step over? Oh, you can do it. I don't know if it actually wants to be stepped over. I think on-off might be the committed way to doing that. It feels good so far, Mr. Panda. I definitely think it's noticeable that last week's feedback has been taken on board as well. And like worked upon, which is good. I think that's just what players want in general, is knowing that they've been listened to. So it's like Bowers have collisions as now, so there's no scumbag in corners, which is good. Ruts in the corners also, which people wanted, which is good. Can we still run like a relatively decent amount of a road as well? Because I think that will then force people to then search and take them different ruts in case one gets a bit too full compared to the others. Other than that, yeah, it feels fine. I like that it's got some comparable lines to real life as well. I notice you can double from the inside or the outside in the sand. I'm just trying to work out which one's quicker at the moment. I have a feeling inside might actually be quicker. You're just covering a lot less distance. And then it's nice being able to hit the old triple quad ski in this rhythm section as well. And yeah, no, it's absolutely fine. It follows the same kind of trend as last week's track as well, of being a little bit on the easier side, so a bit more approachable by just general community rather than the top 1% of tryhards like me. So good. I think it should be well received. I even like this little lower groove that we've got through the whip section there as well, because that's what they had in real life too. So good stuff. Playing City Skylines. I've never played City Skylines in my life. I don't know if I'm kind of into those sorts of games, you know. I don't know if it's a bit of me. I don't know. See, Kellen done the triple quad with the Beta 18 bikes. I didn't watch it. I saw it in my recommended that it was like, can we hit the triple quad? So he went back to the... So basically what are the free ride bikes now, is it? He done it on those ones? Look good with a bald head. I did embrace it for a short... Well, I say I embraced it. I got donated to do it for a very short period of time. And I didn't hate it. The only two things are Linda prefers to move a little bit of hair. And then also, I mean, I've had this done now. So this, over the course of next year, this is going to fully change anyway. So if in a year's time, I'm still absolutely on ropes and getting done dirty by the genetics, then yeah, I'll just chop it off. I'll get rid of it all, because there's no point hanging on to it for dear life if it doesn't go the way I want it to go. Got Ferrari Thrustmaster. Is that Ferrari one? Is the steering wheel a perfect circle? Is it more? It's like longer. If so, then that's one my brother used to have. Track looks funky. I feel like it's all right. The only thing that I can point out on a little bit at the moment, which might just be us all being spoiled by having people like JV and Hell Machine doing visuals for aerial tracks, the norms on the ground look a little bit... What's the word? They look very highly saturated. They might almost be a little bit too much. so it causes a little bit of like blurriness on the ground. But then, of course, they could just be downscaled as well to make the track just handle better and be better optimized. So when you've got like big stadiums like this too, that the game's got to load, you can only then do so much with the on-track too. Like optimization is such a big thing on this game. The game is awful for file sizes, so no, I can't hate on it too much. Oh no, honestly, Austin, you're absolutely fine. You're absolutely fine. No worries at all. You're not the only one in that thought process either. So yeah, it's definitely not off the table. I just thought I'd give it one last ditch effort. So we'll see over the course of the next year or so what I'm going to do with it. Hello, Sam. And hello, Seth. Right, I need to go and join a qualifying server, because the actual qualifying starts in 4 minutes. So I'm going to slap this back on the screen, and I'm going to change it to... That's how you spell qualify. Qualifying. Done. Right. Multiplayer. This is the part where I find out that I didn't confirm registration. No, we're good. We're good. Also, it's definitely water. Definitely water in this can, as I'm up on the podium giving my speech. Definitely water. I have no idea, Reggie. I've never tried to do that. If the button's not appearing anywhere, then yeah, my only guess would be unfortunately not. But I have no idea. It's not something that I think I've even looked at before. I'm always just sat on my PC all the time. It's only if I'm like laying in bed at night that I'll have a YouTube video up on my phone at all. We only have to wait a little bit longer for Levi. It'll be fine. Isn't it interesting though, isn't it, that Master Paul got shafted by being moved over around late because of Kitchen's illness, and then he wads himself and he's out anyway. That is just an awful turn of events. But I always, in my mind, Ty will always be more of an outdoors rider than an indoors rider. Hello, Michael. Very, very well, thank you. I'm good. I'm good. So Free Palms is racing again today. Rax might just be in the other server. He might not be in yet. Free Palms on the beta as well. He was on the Husky last week. That's interesting. So this is the man to beat today. He is in the lead in this series, and I'm in P3 at the moment. Only, was it 5 points back is the difference between first and third. His lap time's already over a second quicker than one I've done. Pardon me. So we'll have to try and get a little bit more sendy when the qualifying actually begins. We shall see how she goes. I do like where we spawn on this track. Much easier to then start going for lap times than the aerial one where we spawn. Ah, actually, did he just... Oh, Potato just spawned there. Oh, never mind. It takes up the entire side then. Thank you very much to Mr. Yeti, and thank you to Liam Works Mountain Bikes for subscribing to the channel. Much appreciated. Welcome to the stream. And hello Liam. Nice to see you chatting as well. Mr. Chase.
Just got on the track, but do any /lines feel super uneven?
I'll be honest. Thank you very much for the 5, by the way. I am really terrible for actually testing other lines in practice. I'm kind of just taking the lines or the ways I would go around the corners that I would in aerial right now. So, like after the wall jump, all the way around the outside, then the inside, like you was doing in aerial as well. The only thing I'm unsure of is this sand corner right now, because that will be, I suppose, the biggest time, or biggest part where people will try and make up time. I don't know what's quicker yet, so I'll see. I'll do some comparisons lap times wise. But one thing that I was kind of hoping that would happen today is if we still run a decently higher road setting to let the track break down a lot, then regardless on if there is one like OP right in a corner, that rut should then break down so much then you're forced to take some of the other ones. I'd like to see that be a case. So we shall see how proceedings go. But yeah, so far, I mean, I got no complaints at all about the track so far. It's been fine. Hello, Cam. So if I... What is it? I mean, it's not going to be set in this server, is it? No. It's just the one race, isn't it? So we do heat races. Oh, shit. Well, actually, what was the format? I think it's just one race. Yeah, just one race, 20 minutes. Aerial ran 0.3 last time, and it got a little bit triangulated. You want to do 0.2, I think, at a minimum. Try maybe 0.25 as a bit of an experiment to see how it goes for this week, maybe. Because the ruts themselves, they're not super deep by any means. You can move around a little bit. Yeah, maybe 0.25 is where I'll try it. Like, if I was hosting, I know I'm just throwing ideas out there. See how it goes. Going all right, thank you, Kamsky. Right, and this is actual qualifying starting now. So we'll try and run some lap times. Hopefully, if we get within a second of old Georgie, Mr. Free Palms, then I'll be happy with that. Definitely prefer the inside right in that corner. The other ones make it a little bit difficult to fully cut down. I'm just debating on if I want inside or outside in the sand. Outside's nice, you stay quite low, but you do cover a lot less ground by going on the inside. And then this, to be fair, that outside right there to then go triple quad is going to be the main line, like the most OP line, I think, in that corner. Soupy triple keeps catching me off a little bit. I keep thinking that it's much bigger than it actually is. I need to remember to check up for it, but... Oh, screw it. I need to cut down in that corner a little bit as well and try and go to the far left in the whoops where it's slightly lower. I'm struggling to stay low over the finish line as well. It wants to kind of like boot me up in the air. Oh, my back end keeps sliding out. Going into that rut there, I need to try and chill out a little bit, be a bit more precise. Where's old Free Palms going? He's going outside. Let me try inside. I mean, to be fair, that's probably as bang even as you can expect a split section to be. Don't know how well he hit that. I don't know if he hit it slow or anything, but no, that felt pretty good. He's going inside there. No, that's smart. That's smart. I can see why he's going for that. And then on. Sliding. Then on off. Be interesting. So obviously, I'm a big advocate of the beta is really, really quick, and I do like it. I just can't get it through a road to save my life. So I'd be interested to see if, like, Free Palms can, for example. I know Chase has still been riding it recently, and but from the videos I've watched, he just tries to stay out of as much road as possible. I don't know if that's a just race IQ decision or if that is a beta being bad in a road decision. We shall see. I'll be interested to see if Free Palms can do well in the road with it. See, he switched up now. He's going inside. I think he kind of saw that I might have gained a little bit of time last time. One thing is for sure, he is going very, very, very fast. Oh, that quad out's a little bit of a stretch for me if you don't get the triple in absolutely perfect. Definitely not running clean lap times at all so far. Oh god. Oh, we're jumping through the whoops now as well. Yeah, I don't dislike the beta at all. I'm just not very good at it. Kind of the back end of a race. Started sliding around a lot as soon as qualifying started. I was fine before this. Yeah, again, back end kind of sliding out into the corner that time. Let's just try following this all the way around. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. That was bad. That was bad by me. Oh. Getting a runny nose the last couple of days as well, hoping that I'm not getting ill at all. That would not be good. Yeah, it is definitely bigger on the scaling side of things. Definitely, it makes it more, I think, approachable from general community when the scaling's bigger. These battles are brutal. The angle of those ruts in that 90 are putting me off a little bit. They kind of feel like they're not at the angle that you'd want to hit the corner at. No, I wasn't even trying to scumbag it either. I just turned way too right. My first time properly trying to take that inside. We over. It doesn't. That doesn't want to be over. That's a little bit of constructive feedback as well. Like little sections like that. I know that in real life they was just going on off, but it would be nice to have the option to go over. So just trying to make that downside smoother to give you that option would be good. Yeah, I almost feel like I'm... No, that kind of came good at the end. I feel like I was almost being a bit penalised for trying to check up and cut down into another rut, but then by the next corner it came good. That back end's doing its own thing. My back end is really fighting against me right now. It doesn't want to go where I want to go at all. Better run through the whoops. I mean, still, I'm an entire second off of what I need to be right now. Not good. I am struggling to stay low. I will say that. The lips of these jumps, they want to kind of boot you quite high. So I'm struggling to get that momentum going forwards rather than going straight up in the air. Yeah, inside in the sand, I think's where it's at. I'm sliding out a lot going into these berms. A hell of a lot. I feel like I'm on pre 19.1 or whatever it was patch, where as soon as you shut off the throttle it starts sliding into the corner. To edit my vids, I use DaVinci Resolve. It is free, however, it's a very computer-intensive bit of software. So unless you have a decent PC, I wouldn't rerun it at all. Just hanging my back end up on everything. Hanging my back end up on absolutely everything. 1.8 seconds is... I'm sorry, that's disgusting. But where'd you gain a whole 1.8? I reckon I could get maybe another half a second off of that, of what I've got, and that's it. That is crazy stuff. Like, there, so finish line, for example, just felt like I went up. I didn't go forwards at all, so I'm just trying to work out what techniques these jumps want from me to try and stay low. Too far left, and now I'm going to be on top of the rut, and then the back end sliding. You have to be quite precise in these ruts. Again, where they're not built up super big, they're more dug down. I keep trying to check up there to cut down more to get on the fast bit of the whoops, but at the front, I'm struggling to get that front end like in it, if that makes sense. It's just kind of riding across the top of it. Yeah, sorry, I can't tell you where you get 1.5 seconds off of that. I might have to do some watching. I doubt there's any different lines. I think it is just being quicker everywhere. Where is he? There he is. He's not even riding. Oh, no, he is. Okay. Let's have a watch. See what old George is doing. Like, I know the bait is fast, but 1.5 seconds fast? That's crazy. inside before Super Triple's not it. But no, the outside just seems to take quite a long time. I think it's only let me rewind for far enough for what I wanted to see. I wish this other bike were in here. I'm trying to listen to something. No. I want to see if he had quick shift on it, but it doesn't sound like it. It sounded like he had to shut off for a second there. Ah. Hello, Max. So for your first pro race tomorrow, you just have to make sure. So I think it's whatever time zone you're in, whenever qualifying starts. Let's say qualifying starts at like 6 PM for you. I'm just theorising. 3 hours before qualifying starts, you have to go in and go back to that same page that you registered on, and then confirm your registration. If you don't do that, you won't be in, and they won't be able to put you in either. So you just have to make sure that you go and basically re-register. You just have to confirm your registration before the race starts at all. But if you're in the Discord for Aerial, then you'll get announcements and registrations for all that stuff anyway. I would advise going through the Aerial Discord and going into like the rules channel and all that good stuff, just so you're fully up to date with everything that you need to know. Recommended 250 for me. Honda for fun, Husky for speed. I feel like if I turn any quicker, I'm going to crash. So I just need to witness how that's just happened. Excuse... Huh? What's going on with his front end? And it's just tracking no problem. I don't know about that one, Chief. I'm hoping that's just a little bit of a netcode thingy and it's not actually just boofed, because that's interesting. My bike does not want to be tracking through these ruts at the moment. I mean, to be fair, that 1.5 seconds of time, if he's just doing that in every corner, then that'll do it. Like, look, I'm just... Go forwards! I'm in a rut. Why are you spinning? Jesus, man. Like, make it make sense. Rut. Entered. Back wheel. Doesn't want to be in the rut. Just, yeah, sick. Makes, that makes total sense. Jesus Christ. Ah. Not good at all. I'm not losing my mind, am I? Patron, can you confirm that this track is normal soft soil? Because I swear I've never dealt with this many rear grip issues. Ever. But every time I just go to get in a right, it just says nah. And the back end just comes around on me. Well, I thought I'd be able to attack these corners more than... It's normal, yeah. Maybe I'm just having a bad MX bike today. Because these berms are definitely built higher than some of the other ones, and I've definitely been able to row off other ones more than this. Everything seems normal. Hello, dear. YouTube letting you talk today, is it? I saw you was trapped in YouTube purgatory the other day. Mine does that sometimes when I join a stream. It takes so long to load the actual chat part of it. I generally think I would get more grip on a flat track than I am on these ruts right now. It's actually nuts. Not even second in qualifying. Like, I literally, this is no disrespect to Gray at all. I lap Gray in DDC stuff, and he's ahead of me in qualifying right now. I can't, the bike doesn't want to go where I want to put it. Like, this right here, for example. Let's have a look. Slow it down as well. This right here. No comment, Austin. This right here. I want to get my front wheel into this, but it seems to want to push past it all the time. The reason I want to get into that one is because I don't know how well you can see that. Like this little bit of the whoops here is lower. I don't recommend a certain PC. I'm not an IT guy at all, to be honest. When I got my PC I've got now, I looked at gaming PCs, looked at one that was expensive, and said, yeah, I'll get that. That'll handle whatever I throw at it. I don't know much about the PCs at all. Not very good for that, I'm afraid. Well, I think I might be shit out of luck, boys. I think I might have a bad race day today. Oh yeah, and then I forgot as well, I can't even go and try any of my other setups either, because this game is so good that you can't go and use any of your old setups anymore, because you had to delete them all to make the game even work properly. Yeah. Thank you, Baboso. Thank you for never answering anybody in dev chat ever, or ever wanting to help improve the game in any shape or form. Hello, Luke. Yeah, those ruts and that 90 out of the entire track are the only ruts that I actually think I dislike the shape of. It just, I know why he's done it, because he wants to get multiple ruts in the same corner. But this is not the angle that people want to hit this at. People want to apex it and kind of like drift out wide to here. So it just makes you feel a little bit on the awkward side. That's the only one downside that I've seen out of any of these ruts so far. Linda Rage Knight? No, Rage isn't the right word. Rage is a little bit too far on the extreme side. I mean, just struggling at the moment. That's right, it's always hard trying to get multiple ruts in corners. It's that one little 90 there. I had exactly the same complaint about that. So I can't remember what year's what anymore, but the first proper GP season that we done, where JV was making the tracks, the first season when we had that Sardinia sand track, absolutely love it. One of my favourite sand tracks in the entire game. Yeah, next year when we done it, he went out of his way to make sure the ruts were all different in the corners, so you couldn't just play the previous years and grind it and be really, really good. However, because of that, it almost feels like all of the lines are forced in an unnatural way of how you would want to ride a sand track, and that in turn makes the track probably one of my least favourite sand tracks in the game. So it's just weird how the shape of ruts and the direction and the flow of ruts around corners really just affects the track overall. Yeah, that's my only downside on the ruts in this track so far, is just in that 190. Damn, I'm 4th in this session. Oh, I'm down horrendous, boys. Jesus. Linda, do not be borking. Even in this corner here, for example, I'm in the rut, and then it doesn't want to carry on turning me as I get out. I keep drifting into these and then hitting the collision. But then the other thing is, setup-wise, I'm now 5th in this session. I'm on exactly the same stuff that I ride in aerial, and then when the aerial ruts come in, this thing absolutely munches it. So yeah, I don't know. Bikes is an interesting thing. But we're not going to have a good gate selection at all, which is not very bueno. No, I'm not trying the 110 tire. Every single time I go to do it, and then I end up doing worse, and then do better once I go back to the 120. For me, that's all just personal preference. If anything, the 110 would make the corners even slipperier for me. 120 gang through and through for me. I said no comment in regards to setup just because I've had more success on any of Splash's setups than I have on anybody else's setups before, and I don't want to get into a whole setups debate with someone who makes setups as well. If that makes sense. It probably doesn't make sense. It ends up just turning into a bit of like a dick measuring competition if we go down that route. It's like the setup that I'm running right now is what I have had really good stuff on both aerial and on DDC. So it would seem odd to then go and have to change it for everything all the time. To the point where I don't even want to go and change everything all the time. It's pointless for me. I'll just change how I ride. So not good times for me whatsoever. Maybe they'll maybe once the erode kicks in a little bit more in the course of the race as well, maybe the setup will come into its own when the track gets a little bit deeper. I just find it odd that it will bark a flat track, it will bark an eroded track, but I don't seem to be barking slightly made ruts at the moment. The rabbit hole that I don't like going down when it comes to changing setups, because I've done this before where I've slowed things down stuff, is I don't know what direction to go, and every single time I've ever asked chat about setup, I will get 10 different answers saying 10 different things. So then you just end up hoping, basically, you know? I can try... If I try the 110... So in my mind, 110 to me originally would feel slipperier in the corners. But then maybe also it would follow the rut easier because it's not grabbing onto it as much, maybe. So maybe there's like a back and forth pros and cons side of it there. Oh no. What if softer is quicker? Let's just let's tone this down just a little bit. And it does feel like it's all in the back end for me at the moment. Maybe I don't know. Maybe a little bit in the front, because like the front does seem to want to push a bit. Let's just do a little riding around. We have a very small amount of time before the heats go up, I think, so we can experiment. Worst case scenario, we'll go back to what I had, and we'll see how it goes. Oh, who's coming? Oh, 15 months, Luke. Jesus Christ. Wow. Okay. No freebies. No freebies, I'm afraid. Thank you very much for the 15 months, though. Very much appreciated. Rasper says you're uncoachable. Can you confirm or deny this information? Are you a lost cause at this point, or are you okay? Keep over jumping the triple. Hello, Nate. I haven't had any big slide outs so far. So far, I would say so good. It's a little bit, it was a little bit slippery around the 90 then, but then it also was on the 120 as well. There, right there. That's, I can't pinpoint what it is, what part of that. I imagine the geometry of the bike comes into play as well. Thank you very much, Evan. Right here, just as you're going to like exit and cut down out of this corner, it feels like it wants to keep going straight and off the track. That there is like it stops turning. So it's like it feels like I'm cranked over, and then it stops and it just starts going straight. Not sure what bit exactly that is, because we can't change front tyre at all. Front tyre as it is. And then I already messed around with like swing arm length and fork height a little bit to try and help the bike cut down more in corners. And I'm scared if I then go make it so it's even more nimble, I'm scared I might start getting some weird front end tucks. That is probably, I mean, when I was trying out the Husky, that's probably the biggest thing I noticed and enjoyed about the Husky is how nimble it was in the turns. But then sometimes that would hinder me. It would be a downside. I mean, I could just be trying to go too quick. But then it's hard to want to admit that when we literally saw earlier in that same corner, Free Palms gained like 2 whole bike lengths just in one corner from hitting it whipped. So it's possible to hit it wide open. I just haven't done it yet. Has the OEM manual been updated since it first came out? So I remember when it first came out and reading through it and I was like, this isn't helpful at all. This is just telling me what the in-game information tells me anyway. Like, it doesn't say, if this is happening, then change this, this, and this, and if this is happening, change this, this, and this, and then that will happen. It's just, this does this, this does this, this does this. And it's like, well, yeah, the game tells me that. Yeah, because I read through it when it first came out, and I was like, this isn't very useful at all. Hello, Delta. No, we've actually I should probably remove that qualifying thing from the screen. We've done qualifying. Not a good qualifying for me. I was 5th in my group alone, so I'm probably going to be like 7th, 8th, 9th, maybe all together combined, which is not good. Not good at all. A little bit of soul searching right now, trying to work out what I want out of the track. Thank you very much, Lewis. I'm alright, thank you, Rockwood. Welcome back again. My second gear feels a little bit on the long side in that sand, but I really don't want to go all the way down to first. I really, really don't want to change my gearing just for that one corner. There you go, this is my new best lap time. So I had a 1 minute .0, I think, in the qualifying. I've done a 59.3. So that's like 0.7 quicker than my quali time. I think I was 1.5 off the top, so then that takes me down to like 0.7, 0.8 off the top, which is a lot more manageable. So if it was placebo, I don't know, but we've softened it up a little bit. I didn't change the drivetrain at all. I'm going to save this as a new one. I'm just going to... No, actually, we didn't soften it, did we? Because this is my issue as well, is understanding how these things work. Is so rebound is more clicks, is softer, which makes it quick. So we've stiffened it a little bit, so it's not as soft. I've done nothing to the front at all. I purely changed the rear. And that was a very good run through the whoops. I think I'm going to stop trying to... I'll show you. Hang on. So I keep trying to get into this right here, and then trying to exit early into this one, because I'm trying to get into this bit of the whoops where it's ever so slightly lower than the rest. I don't think it's worth it. I think if I can just carry the speed around the corner as I am anyway, and then just get a faster run through the whoops in general, and then worry about turning in the corner afterwards, I think that's probably the way to go. That's probably the way to go. Yeah, my brain always works in reverse because I'm shit at setups. I always go, right, I've done less clicks, so it's softer, but it's not. Less clicks ends up being harder. No, I've not done any real life riding at all recently. Like, I mean, I probably won't for quite some time either. The weather is just absolutely dookie. Oh, Heat Racer was live 5 minutes ago. Hang on. Hopefully they haven't started it. Hang on. I might have missed my race. PCK. PCK Pro. Huh? Only 250 Heat 1 will be whitelisted. So you could... Okay, that's fine. I think they're going to have to go through all the different heats. I should be able to load testing back up as well. That's fine. I'm sure they'll come and scream at me in here if I'm missing my heat race at all. We've got just under 400 people in it, by the way, which is absolutely nuts for not like the main aerial series. So thank you everybody that is here. Hopefully we're doing some learning together right now. Just delete that off the screen. Oh, make sure you get a lot of water in you, Jaden, because that does not sound like a fun experience whatsoever. Racing in 45 degrees Celsius weather, that is horrific. Oh, I'm curious to see how that all works out, to be honest, Patron. So, how does... Oh yeah, I'm guessing you can change like the whitelists on the fly, so then you just kind of have to boot everybody out and then do a new whitelist and then everybody else joins. Will there not be... I don't know if this is just because of how much shit we deal with through Proboso in this game. Will there be... I mean, how many pit spaces? Will there be enough pit spaces? Is there a cap on how many pit spaces a track can have? I swear... Does it cap at like 52 or something? Drinking Monster at 11 is peak, yeah. You are correct. This is like my lunchtime, to be fair. I've not been awake actually very long at all. I've ruined it again today, so that's my logic, that's my mindset. But after I finish this, I will make a conscious effort to go and get some water and have that as well. No, I'm pretty sure you can have up to 52 people in a server. I think 52 is the one is the way to go. Favourite monster? I probably would have to say the Mango Loco. However, I can't be chugging multiple hundreds of calories worth of Mango Loco a day, so I just stick to the absolute alpha Chad white monster instead. Warzone after this. Oh, 100%. I'll be down to drop into some Warzone. I've been a bit of a converted man recently, boys. I know a lot of you don't like hearing me talking about Call of Duty, because I do it a hell of a lot. And in another life, I would probably just try and be a Call of Duty YouTuber instead. I've been started to get converted, you know, doing more and more Warzone. Just doing Rebirth though at the moment, not any big map stuff, just the small stuff. But it's actually I hated it to begin with, because people have had multiple years of practice and experience on the one map that we have, so I know every inch of it. And now I'm just kind of finally learning where everything all links together and everything goes, and I'm getting like more and more success. I'll go from having what I consider a high kill game, like 12 kills. I had my PB of 15 kills yesterday. I know some of you probably think that's poo, but I was happy with that. I'll go from having like a good game like that, and the next game, get 2. And it's like, it's so up and down. Yeah. I use mango. There's a ginger beer tasting monster. I've never heard of that, ever. No, the new Black Ops 6 season isn't out yet, I don't think. Skill-based matchmaking at its finest. Isn't the Warzone skill-based a lot less strict, because he has to try and find like more people to put together? Unless you, actually, I hadn't even thought of that. I thought I was just doing bad, because I know that when I play like normal multiplayer, I do feel the effects of the skill-based matchmaking even more. Like I'll have a really good game, and I'll go, right, I'm going to get absolutely shafted in the next one, and lo and behold, I do. Like I don't go negative very often in terms of kills, but I'll go from having like a 2 or a 3 KD one game to then just having a 1 KD the next game. So you can feel when the skill base is trying to balance itself out a little bit. Cherry monster clears everything. Do we even have? I don't even know if we have a cherry monster in the UK. We're so limited through our options. I know like US has so many more flavors. 7 guns off dark matter. It is a grind. You'll be happy once you've done it. Right, we're going to put the infamous Linda overlay on. Hopefully my heat race doesn't start whilst I'm doing this. But feel free to talk amongst yourselves, because bro is shitting. I would also be happy to say Red Bull is better if either of them want to sponsor me, and then that is the way my opinion will go, because that's how sponsors work. Lord have mercy. Oh, Lord have mercy on my anus. I've seen the light. We're still waiting on... Guys, this is the shit I deal with, by the way. This is why I always feel like I have to try hard constantly. Can you even read that? Look. People get so happy when they beat me at anything. Always trying to ruin my shine. I want to have a look at something real quick. Can we do... all... Monster... energy... flavors... I'm genuinely intrigued. Because I mean, like Charlie said in chat just now, we get so few. Bestseller. So, okay, so the extent of ours is basically this and the Valentino Rossi one. And then there's a P, and then we get a few of the juiced ones. So I think we get this one that's come out recently for us. We get this one. Never seen that one in the UK. Never seen that one in the UK. We get the Pipeline Punch. This is Linda's favourite one. And we get this one's grim. I tried this one. This one's not good. I thought, oh, I really like the Mango Loco. Maybe I'll like Zero Sugar Mango one. No. Never seen this. Never seen this. Never seen this. There's so many that I've never seen before. Never seen this pineapple one. Have had this one. This one's okay. Never seen watermelon. Never seen this orange one. Never seen Monster Mule. Never seen Energy Nitro. I think I might have seen the Assault one. I've never tried it. I don't like the Aussie Lemonade one at all. I've tried it once. Never again. I was not a fan. But then I see a lot of Aussie Lemonade enjoyers, you know? Was it on the UK website? Yeah, generally I've never seen them. I'm sure there might be the occasional store that sells them, but I don't think it's like... mainstream isn't the right word. I don't think they're just easily accessible to everyone, you know? But yeah, I've never seen half of them ones even on the UK store. Can you send me a Rip-It? What flavours Rip-It? I'm going to, actually, how much information can I say? Let's just say for one reason or another, I was looking at PO boxes the other day. PO boxes are so expensive. And you have to be tied in for like 6 months because people are scared about like scam and fraud stuff being sent around and this, that and the other. So the reason, basically the reason I was looking is because I needed to get something and I didn't want to give out my actual address because as you can imagine, when you do stuff online, you don't really want everybody knowing your address. But no, unfortunately, that is a downside. Yeah, PO boxes are... I don't know if it's different from where you are in the world, but at least where I am in the UK right now, there's not many options at all. And the ones that you do find, it's like, oh, 60 a month, and you have to do it for at least 6 months. I'm just like, no, that's not worth it. Makes you want to beat your wife. That is the top tier VO fun moment. That. Thank you very much, Devin, for subscribing. I can safely say I have never wanted to lay my hands upon Linda after drinking a Monster. So maybe people respond to it in different ways. I'm going to get past so many times tonight by taking outside before the triple there. inside is definitely quicker. I just don't feel comfortable doing it at all for some reason. The bike just doesn't want to track how I want it to. I think it's because as you land, there's some ruts on the downside of that roller that don't kind of follow the direction that you want to go to get as much speed as possible for the triple after. At least I'm getting into the 59s more now. I wasn't in the 59s at all in qualifying. So whilst that's still probably a whole second off of the top of qualifying, it's something, you know. How's the start on this track go? I've also probably done a total of like 2 starts ever on the 110 tyre. So I don't know how much I'm meant to lean. But... oh no. Oh, okay. Oh my god. I didn't get any like collisions off the bow. I thought you could just scumbag it. No, okay, that's good. They got collisions. I'm not still awake is the only downside, checkers. I went to go and take a 2-hour nap earlier. I set 4 alarms, all 5 minutes apart. I don't remember turning any of them off, so I must have just either slept through them or subconsciously turned them off in my sleep. And I slept for... how long was it? So I said I was going to wake up before, work about... as I slept for about 6 hours, rather than the 2 hours I wanted to sleep for. So the cycle continues of being really, really bad. Hello, Netto. Miss Linda is currently downstairs. I hear the taps running downstairs, so she might just be doing the washing up. The race begins... so we're going through heat races at the moment. It's going to be a little bit longer than usual because they're trying to do it a different way where everyone goes in and out of the same server to try and carry a road over from one to the other. So it's hard to say, really, how long it's going to be. No, we haven't got a dishwasher at all. Not in this rented place. There's not even room to put one in, unfortunately. That was the one downside to it. But then the other places that we looked at, it's like... it was always a toss-up on what you wanted. So it's like one place would have like everything that you wanted, but it was impossible to get more than like 10 megabytes per second download speed for the internet, which obviously doesn't work with the YouTube side of things. You'd have other ones where like it would be a little bit too far away from Linda's work, for example. So trying to... but it was just one of them things. We just end up no dishwasher. And kind of got the best of everything else, really. Track looks better to ride. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know what it's like from a racing perspective. Yeah, no idea. It's just big, you know. It's just a different style of rider. Get to see Linda on Donated Fund. I can ask her if she wants to pop in for a bit. Maybe I can ask her if she wants to be one of the like donation goals where it's just her streaming for like an hour or 2. Because yeah, she's not touched MX bikes since probably last time she was on stream playing, actually. Thank you very much, Dags. It's always that weird little bit in the middle of racing. Because it's like, we're waiting for heat races, but then I also lose my mind just sitting here doing laps and laps and laps of the same track. I don't know what it is, I just can't do it. I can't get my brain to do it and stay interested in it. I feel like I don't know if I'm just losing it, but I feel like my bike just like snapped into place then on the landing. No, that is exactly what happened. So I started... why am I sliding here, by the way? Like, that's not an aggressive angle to land at all. I mean, maybe... I suppose if my back wheel's landing on this bit here, I suppose that's actually like a bit of a slope that goes down into the ruts, then that will start it sliding down into it. Then it's like it hits it, and then it straightens my bike up, so that's maybe why it felt like it suddenly snapped into place when I landed. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. No, so the whole Linda thing is, I do call myself Linda from time to time, and the only reason it came about is majority of people, when they type in YouTube comments or whatever, a lot of people are on their phone, and whenever they would type Linds, it would just auto-correct it to Linda. So then that became a bit of a running joke that I am Linda instead of Linds. And then, obviously, I don't like putting my missus' real details out there to the world, because again, there's weird people about. So we started calling her Linda as well. So maybe we're just two Lindas, two people. I am more confused playing the game today than I have been in a very, very long time. What is going on? Excuse me? uh, excuse me again? There would be no donation amount to do IRL stream, because I have no clue how to even do an IRL stream and get that all set up in the first place and have enough internet or enough data or anything like that to actually stream in person. I've got no clue how it works. So I am locked to the confines of the bedroom, I'm afraid. No worries, Sim Racer. Thank you for stopping by. I won't. I don't speak. I will not be in trouble. How much damage to compete in Outdoors MX Simulator? Oh, that's a toughie. Speaking of which, since 250 heats are going on, should we play some Sim? Played it on stream the other day just before a race, and I rode quite well in the race. Maybe this will help and transfer over. Been trying the old 250 life out at the moment as well. What's it called? 2025. I've not downloaded San Diego yet either. I'm still just rocking Anaheim 1. Actually, they had Anaheim 2, didn't they? Yesterday. They raced on Wednesdays. Yeah. Catch you later, Seth. I'm not sure yet, Mason. I'm just kind of waiting for it as well. Yeah, the good thing on Sim as well is you can get your buddies in there to spot for you. If you don't know what spotting is, it basically just means they will just watch it from a third-person perspective. They're in the server in real time, so there's no like stream delays or anything. And they all just watch you and let you know who crashes, if there's anyone around you. Like, they can literally watch. So if I'm in a Supercross race, for example, Charlie could join the server, spectate it, and watch 2 or 3 riders in front of me. So then if someone's down, say at the end of this next rhythm, I know that someone's down before I even get there. Which I think it's pretty cool. It's actually painful how slow the 250s are compared to the 4s in this. If Sim had a big old graphics upgrade and an engine sound upgrade, I think you'd be halfway there to make me want to play over MX Bikes again. Oh, stretcher! Nice. Still can't do whoops to save my life. What has better physics? That's all subjective as well. Like, some people really like the sim physics, some people really like the bike's physics. I could give you pros and cons of both of them, to be honest. So I can't say definitively which one is better. A lot of people do glaze the old sim physics, but you can't even lean your rider side to side. Like, your rider is just stiff. You can only go forwards and backwards. There's like no air resistance at all, if that makes sense, in the air, so you can just have free will. You can do 2 free whips within the same jump if you really wanted to. You could argue about the whole legs off and you just kind of stay hands glued to the bike the whole time. I don't know, there's a lot wrong with both of them, but at the same time there's some good stuff about both of them as well. And I never understand why people have to be so, like, polarised to one or the other. I don't know why you can't just enjoy both at the same time. Like, sim is harder by a long way, and I always feel like sometimes it might just be hard for the sake of being hard. Oh my god. Clip it. Clip it, he's done the whoops. I don't even know if the 250s were tripping out of the sand there. It's a hell of a stretch. Donation goal to play Legends. I don't think anyone would want to stay around in the stream if I played Legends, to be honest. Yeah, I'm waiting for my heat race to go up. That's why we're just playing a bit of sim. And when I played, I mean, Charlie's kind of noticed this as well. When you play sim for a little bit, you actually seem to get faster at bikes. I think it's just because sim is harder. Bikes feels easier then again when you get onto it. So, alright. Again, I don't know how you meant to get enough oomph to get up and over that triple, but again, the 250 riders were every single lap. I don't think I'd qualify for any of the sim races at all. That is my issue. I'd have to dedicate quite a lot of time to it, and then any skill that I might have on bikes would just completely disappear. I'm very poo-poo. I wanted to step onto that and slid out just a little bit, going up the face of it. I think the biggest issue it's got, there's always going to be that little bit of transition time going from one to the other, just because the way you turn is completely different. If you could make a setup where the bike was as, let's say, sensitive to the turning on both sim and bikes at the same time, I don't think it would be an issue at all. I think you'd be okay. I never done proper YouTube videos on sim at all. I just uploaded the occasional like hot lap time. So yeah, it was just bikes. Like this section, I just end up going double, and then I just feel so disgustingly slow doing it, and then single-double again. Like, that just doesn't feel quick at all. I'm sure there is a big boy line for the 250s. Like 450, you can triple out of the sand. And I'm sure some of the really fast boys can on a 250, but I cannot. Same with here. Like on a 450, you can triple all the way out, which I'm actually... Let me hop on the 450 real quick. Sure. Adamson Cerulo, 2-2, new race, done. I don't mind double whip sections at all. I feel like I'm alright in the whips these days. This is going to feel so disgustingly quick now. Doesn't want to stop. But the issue is, I've only got an A license these days. I'm not a pro anymore. So you can't do 450 Supercross on an A license. You can do 450 outdoors, but not 450 Super, so I'd have to ride a 2. I'm just not the biggest 250 fan enjoyer anymore. You can definitely quad that. I almost feel like my settings might be a bit too stiff on this game now. I might want to loosen it up a little bit. The turning just feels really slow. Definitely don't think anyone was doing that. Sim is better to watch from a spectating perspective. Just the online infrastructure of Sim is far superior than bikes is. The servers are a lot more stable. The netcode is a lot better, so people actually appear where they are. They're not like flickering the whole time. God, I hate whoops with a passion. Reckon I can... Yes, I can. Nice. The 450s are so much more fun. You get all kinds of creative lines going on. Oh, oh, oh. The legs off do annoy me a lot, not gonna lie. 250 heat 2 ending here shortly. So I haven't actually looked to see what heat I'm in. I should probably do that. Let me quickly refresh my MXB over here. Here we go. Heat list. Am I in 1? I am in 1. Okay. Qualified 7th. That's fine. Right, so yeah, my heat race is going to go up in a second. So unfortunately, did my MX bikes crash or did I close it? Oh no. No, to my knowledge, I don't think MTG is going to be as moddable as Sim or Bikes is, which I think is going to be the biggest issue that it might have to overcome. Because obviously all of the custom mods and stuff on MX Bikes is why people play it, you know. And nobody's just playing it for the stock stuff anymore. Then it depends. I imagine they would probably end up going down like the battle pass kind of route, you know, like every game these days does. So if it's a case of you get consistent tracks on or if you get good tracks on a consistent regular basis, I don't think it will be as bad if the modding side isn't as prevalent as Bikes or Sim is, as long as the actual game itself is doing the job of keeping the game updated with new and fresh stuff all the time. Our heat race is up. Nice. All right, I'll hop him. Rocket League on favourites. Yeah, I used to bang out Rocket League so much. Again, that's something that I've not touched in a very, very long time. They have said that they're not just going to get rid of MX bikes at all, so I'm hoping that is the case. Regardless, if it does go, someone will always take over. There's always someone for that kind of thing. I think MTG will be more difficult / try and be more true to life than MX Bikes is. Their own wording was they want an iRacing of motocross. So I do think it'll be hard. There's Kyle, do you know when the Sim outdoor season starts? So this is my issue. Is it would take me a very long time to get somewhat decent at Sim again to even be able to run a lap time capable of me qualifying. I am also awful at Sim outdoors in general. I'm so much better at Supercross. So I don't know. I wouldn't want someone to spend money to then me not even make it in the first place, if that makes sense. Uh, 250 rows working with both heats, and then it reset during moving to 450. Oh, okay. Damn, that is a wide finish line timing, Kate. Panda, Jesus. Yeah, note to self. I can jump off the... I haven't got to hit the finish line to start a lap. I will say, yeah, the first-person view needs to be good on MTG. That honestly, that's one of the most important things. I cannot play Sim in first person. I think it's horrendous. Love the MX Bikes first person. I'm hoping MTG has a good first person view. It might only have a first person view. I don't know. They might not have a third person option to try and make it more realistic. I suppose as soon as you go and add in a third person element or third person view to a motocross game, doesn't that inherently make it more arcadey from the get-go? Oh, I'll have to bring it up to them again, but a suggestion that I thought could be quite cool is... So I'm sure they're going to have their own dedicated servers, so maybe they've got a server up that's like national server, Supercross server, this, that and the other, that you can go and join on, you know, the normal stock tracks on the game. I think it would be cool to have like limited time game modes and servers as well, because I know you have ranks on that game, so people will be constantly trying to grind the leaderboards and this, that and the other. It would be cool to have limited time servers to where, I mean, it would help from a content perspective. Let's say for a couple of days in a server, it limits you to being stuck in first gear all the time, or it limits you to being in fifth gear all the time. Or maybe then there's a server where your stamina is basically at 0 for the whole race, so it's really hard to control. Or you have another race where you're all forced to be on 125s, you've got another one where you can only sit or you can only stand the whole race. Just things like that to keep things fresh for people and give people a challenge there if they want it. There's no reason for the PS4 controller, Philip. It's purely personal preference. That's just what I'm used to and what I'm comfortable with. And they're cheaper, to be fair, cheaper than the old PS5 controller. This is a heat race. I'll be honest. Probably should have updated this. See if I can do it now before the gate drops. Heat race, done. There is, yeah. They said there's going to be a stamina system. I don't know exactly how it entails. I don't believe it's going to be like FIM mud where you're chugging energy drinks mid-race. I don't think it's going to be that way at all. I think it maybe just be like if you're flat landing stuff, or like if you're over jumping, casing jumps or rhythms all the time, then maybe it takes a toll and affects your rider after a while. That could be a good way of going about it, in my opinion. So then maybe it makes the bike a bit more harder to control. Maybe you can't go quite as fast. So it makes you have to actually race on the game rather than like on MX bikes, for example, where you just hot lap after lap after lap after lap. There'll be a bit of strategy to it, almost like if you're playing F1 and you have to like save your tyres, you have to just save your rider's energy for a bit. Then maybe the more you play the game, the more maybe progressed your rider gets, and then maybe you have better stamina so you can go harder for longer in races. I don't know. I really don't know. So we should be guaranteed P2 in this heat, because Free Palms is going to overtake me in a second, and I'm happy to subcede or concede the position just to try and stay up and get a bit more practice on this here setup. I'm doing a really poor job at staying low on that on-off. I don't think I've got the speed to quad out. Oh! Just let him go by. Let him have the inside. Oh, he done a very good job of hugging the inside there. I respect him. We're not just jumping over. I checked up to give him the place, and he was smart. Ah, we're in the whoops. Oh, I was not really on the top of them at all. I didn't check to see what the road value was on. Probably should have done.
Sorry, this is all I can donate. Lucas Merkel took all my money from.
Oh, that's absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. I appreciate anything and everything, good sir. How that's happened, I have no idea, but MX Bikes is a very fun game. Thank you very much, Quick. Yeah, don't worry about it at all, man. No need to put a sad face. You haven't even got to donate anything. I appreciate you. Oh. Get fun pump yet? No. Right, I need to stop reading chat. I'm just looking at chat the whole time, and I've gone from like first to fifth in a lap. Getting some lovely funky MX Bikes physics as well at the same time. Who doesn't love a bit of MX Bikes? Do. It's only a heat race, to be fair. The end position doesn't bother me too much. As long as we're inside the top 9, we're good to go. If this last lap that I'd done then happened to be in a main, I'd be fuming, to be honest. Because the front end and then slow speed physics in the sand was bollocks. and then the loop out in the room after it was bollocks. It's all bollocks. So wild Rustborough. I forgot Charlie was racing this. There you go, Rust was in front of me. Annoyingly, I can't... Whilst I'm not trialed in the heat race too much, I can't really let him beat me in a heat race, because then he'll never let me live it down. Even if it is just a heat race. Oh! For Rusper! Payback for my boy. Don't take out my Pookie like that. Don't mess with my boy. Doolies! Little heel clicker for the fans. Oh, try going underneath him. He's actually playing it nice. Go! Yeah. Now we go. Now we try and get away from everybody. Go, go, go. Okay. Not good. You know what? Ah! Okay. I thought I could get away with jumping around the corner there. Oh, stay away from me, please. He's not diving to the inside. We're good. Do 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 do. Oh, oh, we're in a whoop. We're in a whoop. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's good. People do be very quick around these tracks. Struggling to gain any time on people. I didn't check to see what the road value was, to be fair. It doesn't seem like it's in a place yet where it would force me to take any different... Oh, what am I doing? Where it would force me to take any different lines. I keep... I've got aerial San Diego muscle memory in my head, so I'm like checking up on the triple in like I would on that track, and of course I can't do it here because I end up coming up a little bit shorter where the track's bigger. Do 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 do. Oh, I made a do-do-do t-shirt, since you boys kept going on about making do-do-do a staple of the channel. Say I made it. My brother made the majority of it. But I wrote the word do-do-do. Yeah, you. Right, can we triple in normally this time? Now if I overjumped it, I'm not going to get the quad. Oh, get it! Oh, barely. Get her. Get her. There's been some, there's been a very high and low... Where's Rustborough? P6. Oh, he's still in a fight for his life with old Ashton at the moment. Ashton wouldn't dare near go in me. It wouldn't dare to... My English is not English. He wouldn't dare to go near my Pookie again, unless he wants to be given the Linda sausage for a second time. It's DU, and I'll show you the reason why. Show you the reason why. Yep. 22 seconds in a heat race. Have you been, have you watched the whole heat race so far, Cam? It's just a heat race, it's fine. It's not that deep. We're having a good time. We're revenging, or avenging Rusper every now and then. Why would you be interrogated for wearing a t-shirt that says do-do-do? Is there some, is there something that I'm missing out on there? Is that last? Oh no, this is last lap now. I thought that was the last lap then. Yes, yeah, you get No, you don't get 500 for first. You get 250 for first. If it's 500, it's the whole pool. So I think it goes 250 for first, 150 for second, 100 for third. There is a dirt bike on it, yeah. I'll show you it when the seat race is done. Now, Linda not performing at high athlete levels today. Right. Oh god, what's the website called that I was even doing it on? Shit, what's my login? Oh, actually, can I sign in? I think I linked my YouTube to it. Sign in with YouTube. Aha! Aha! So this is our first one, the Take It Outdoors one. So this is the front. We got the little pointy boys logo, which I'm actually a really big fan of now. It's growing on me more and more. And then on the back, we've got basically like the track maps of all the outdoor tracks. Name of the track is the location, not the track name, to get around any legal issues. So that is why, in case anyone's curious. So instead of it being like Iron Man, it's Indiana. Instead of it saying Hangtown, it's Rancho Cordova, for example. So that's one of them. No idea who this is. This is all render generated from the website. So don't know who this guy is, but he's rocking it. He's looking lovely. And then the other one was this do one, which, by the way, comes in a plethora of colours. You get one for your missus if you want. If you want it in pink, you can do that. The reason that it is do is because I've tried, don't know if you, like, D, U, D, U, D, U. They're meant to be whoops. And then my brother made this little stencil here of the bike for me. And we got the old Pointy Boys logo on that as well. So you got your do. So you got your pinks. So you get it in a variety of colours. It's not live yet, but it will be eventually. Like, price wise is really annoying me, and I don't mind you seeing this behind the scenes, by the way, because like I wouldn't want to spend like $30 plus on a t-shirt. I've set this to $25, and I would make 10. If I go back to like the hats, very much so, $10 is like £7, so it's really not much at all. And if you go to the hats, same here. Like I'm making $8 on a hat, which ends up being like 5. So in terms of like return, it's really not insane at all. And I don't want to be that person that's like, hey, I make YouTube content, you should pay like $40 for a fucking beanie, because that makes no sense at all. Like, that's stupid. I mean, to be fair, those ones are ready to go now. My issue is I kind of want more designs, if that makes sense. I kind of want it to launch with multiple valid options. Again, I can do exactly the same designs on hoodies and things like that. So I just need to add all the different products. The thing is, so all them pictures that you saw, it's not just one picture that I've put onto it. So the one with all the tracks on the back, I've got all the individual tracks and I've lined them up on the website on the t-shirt. So I have to do exactly that same thing again on a jumper and a hoodie and a zip up like jumper, all that stuff. So it'll just take a little bit of time. So yeah, but I thought, since it's not just Alien's logo and that's it, people might not mind buying it, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know, hoodie with do around the edge of the hood. I don't know if it would let me change the edge of the hood. I know on the t-shirts, like, I can add stuff on like the side of the arm. I could maybe do something with that. I say it's not like it's gonna make me a multi-millionaire all of a sudden, as you saw with like the how much I get out of it. But here's what it is, just something nice for people to maybe have. What do we need to do now? So we've done the heat, so I can turn that off. 450 heat 2 is going up now. Then it's going to be 250 450 LCQ, then 250 main, then 450 main. So I'm going to go back to MX Simulator in between. You hang on. I saved you, my Pookie. I avenged you.
He's just hopped off a minute.
Ah, were you watching?
Yeah.
I avenged my mans.
I did see it. I don't know if I'm going to stay up, you know.
Not committed to it. Maybe if you want sandbag and am, should be alright.
That's too late, man. Starting at 2 a.m.
Or is it too early?
Why exactly?
Yeah, who knows? Well, anyway, I just wanted a Rusper interview, but he's not here, so I'm going again. There we go. Is it gonna look? There we go. Okay. You'd wear that, but not. Yeah, no, that's my thoughts exactly. But that's fair. That's kind of why I'm kind of liking that whole Pointy Boys thing at the moment, because you could generally make that a clothing brand as such, or Pointy Boys clothing. Oh, Jesus! Oh, I'm not going to get the triple now, am I? Get this one though. Nice, cold. Oh, there's going to be a legs off. Oh, no, we're good, we're good, we're good. Oh, it's like here. I wish my bike was a little bit looser in that corner, so I could get that that 90 quicker. Like get the bike in and out faster. Might have to mess around a bit and change some settings. Oh no. Go on, survive, please. Yes! There you go, that's the line that I've been wanting to do. I just can't do it on the 250. Ah. Suspension bottomed out. Skirt. Lean. Ah! I hate it so much. I don't even know what I'd change to stop shit like that happening. Like, how do I just randomly collapse off the bike? You think the bike would be better on the back? Yeah, I'm open to suggestions. I am. I just thought, so the reason that the track map stuff's on the back rather than the front of the T is just because it's bigger and takes up more room. I thought it'd look a bit silly all being on the front. Then I thought the doo-doo-doo was a little bit smaller, so I tried it. But I'm definitely open to messing around and maybe putting it on the back instead. And just keeping maybe the Pointy Boys logo on the front for majority of them and then having a design on the back of it. Do you think you can quad that from the corner? Like leaning forward, MS bicycle, and yeah. So we know obviously that leaning forwards in bikes has only been important since the Beta 19 bikes come out. You used to just sit down and lean back all the time before that. But Sim's kind of the opposite. I used to always stand up and lean forwards, like everywhere on Sim. Even in Supercross, I don't even know why I'm sitting down now. You should just come into corners, stand up, lean forwards, and then be good to go. But I suppose now the riding style on them is similar, but on Sim you kind of have to really take all the sting out of every single jump. Like you have to quickly lean back on the takeoff of everything so you don't go over the bars. Whereas on bikes you can kind of just let the throttle input do all that by itself. Oh. You can quad on this jump here that I've just hit if you downside the triple in nice. I've done it a singular time. Seems to be luck of the draw for me if I do downside it nice on the way in. Almost. So there's silver sand, whatever you want in bikes, to be honest. People are fast in both ways, I don't think it's as important. People sit and sand in sim as well, to be honest. I don't think there's any right or wrong answer for that. Definitely find whoops easier on a 450 than a 250 in this game. Kellen's bows have messed me up. Damn you, Kellen. No. I don't really have a time scale for main, to be honest. We have to wait for a heat race and a 250 and 450 LCQ and a 250 main event, so it might be it's going to be a little while. No, I'm not going to nations in America this year. I'm basically not going to be spending any money for like next year straight after the news that I had today. Blood is in deep financial hole. Clean. I don't think I'm gonna. No, I'm just gonna double now. I'm gonna check up. Be nice and smart with it. Like the combination of how good the seat bouncing is in this game and the 450 power, it's just disgusting. Some of the jumps you can get over. Mess that up. Didn't want to try and commit to the triple there. I just feel very, very stiff on the game, if that makes sense. Like, nothing's flowing for me at all at the moment. It's just like section by section, nothing's linked together at all. If you got a good triple in, you could then quad that. And then maybe triple double at the end? I don't know. It's fine, moisture. It's fine. It's just this this lovely thing called self-employed taxes in the UK. When it kind of all hits you at once, and I did not foresee the extent of it, let's say. So not ideal situation at the moment. Do. Tax the homeless. Gonna be homeless, Jesus Christ, it's ridiculous. It's inside in this section is pretty cheeks, unless you can... Oh, do you reckon you can... Maybe you can go double win and then triple? Oh. Donated fund... Basically, yeah, if the donated fund can last 3 weeks, then we'll be Gucci, we'll be back on track again. If anybody wants to do any kind of maths, bearing in mind it's $60 for an hour. If you can get it to go 3 weeks, then we'll be back on track, basically. We would have recouped the hit that I've just taken. Ugh. How feeling about Triple Crown? I like Triple Crown events. I do. I didn't have any success with them at all last year, though, which is the scary thing. But the year before that, I was quite happy with them.
I feel sorry for you.
Oh, thank you very much, Loaded. That's all right. We're all human. I was just not very very clever at all. 7,200. Oh, maybe make it 4 weeks then, not 3. Yeah, that's the thing as well. Stockmoto is it's like basically half of this next year's added on top as well that you do in advance. So then hopefully after this, it won't be as bad. It's just like a massive hit now, so to speak. Yeah. UK, United Kingdom, shit country. Nobody's patriotic about it because it's a shit country. Do, 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 do. What a nice guy load it is. I have a feed. Does his name rhyme with Fender Minge Crosshair? Is that what we're thinking of right now? Yeah, you can use things as write-off. My thing was because this was last year, I wasn't living here yet, so it's all a year behind anyway. So like the electricity and the internet and stuff like that couldn't come off of it at all yet because I wasn't paying for it, so it can't come off in that regards. I think you can do stuff like fuel as well if I was taking a camera to record at events, but I didn't do any of that last year either. So there wasn't really much I could take off. I bought the desk, the desk that I got right now in that period, which I could take a little bit off of. So I guess that ended up helping a bit. Country that's good with low taxes. Thailand's meant to be good, isn't it? And there's a certain kind of species of human that's in Thailand that I may or may not be a fan of. That's not a racial remark, by the way. That's it's a sexual remark. Maybe Thailand's where it's at. Get me some aircon, because isn't it quite humid in Thailand, and I'm good to go. Exactly. Nothing wrong with that. Gotta get your socks off in some regards. Well, there you go. Garrett, you've basically just explained the exact same situation that I just been hit with today. So I'm glad you feel the pain. So yeah, the donator fund can't come soon enough, I'll be honest. I am one of them people, I hate talking about or even thinking about finances and stuff like that. I don't know why. It just always really puts me in a mood talking about my own financial stuff. Most of the time throughout the month, I will refuse to load up my banking app on my phone because I hate looking at my bank account. It really, I don't know, it depresses me. Yeah, I've got an account for it. I'll bear in mind this is like the first proper like full year's worth of one that I've done on the YouTubes. So I think moving forwards I'll probably be a lot more strategic about stuff and make sure that I just keep all receipts for anything that could help with the write-offs and things like that as well. Thank you very much, Elton, for subscribing. So I'll be definitely be smarter with it moving forwards. The track is more realistic in regards to like the lines that you do and the rut placement and such. The difference is this track is made after the real life event, whereas Aerial was done based on the track maps, so that's always going to be the case. But then the scaling's a bit bigger on this as well, so you can kind of pros and cons in both ways. But 100%, I agree. I can see why people would think this is better. It's all just down to personal preference. I definitely think both series can coexist at the same time, and people can have a good time on both. I say, while the line choice on Aerial San Diego was a bit like, okay, you're locked into doing this and that's it, I did actually like how the erode formed on it, and it started making people move around quite a bit. But the big scale was never always my go-to, but you guys know that. I've always been more of a one-to-one scale kind of person. I just prefer it slowed down a bit more technical. Yeah, send me the fuel receipts, please, Oz. Yeah, and when anybody asks questions like what bike is better, what series is better, what like it is purely subjective. Like, it's purely just opinion based. There is no right or wrong answer. As much as people like thinking their opinions are the right or wrong answer, just enjoy them for what they are, you know. Yeah, I think Oz might have changed his profile picture. Not, I think it was like that in the last stream too, but then before that it might have been different. Yeah, we need to try and lock in a little bit, try and get some solid laps because I've been playing pretty poorly today. I'm happy to admit it. My plan is I'm basically just going to try and live off Rasmus stop. Hunter wins this weekend. Do you reckon? I do think. I don't know if anybody watched the Red Bull video the other day of the A1. Basically, it's nice seeing all the behind-the-scenes talk and them talking about how the bike was feeling in the whoops and high and stuff like that. And then the stark difference from, I mean, both of them, from A1 to then San Diego, they both looked a lot more comfortable. So I'm interested to see if that trend is going to continue and they'll be even better again at A2. We shall see. But maybe A1 was just a bit of a blip. I don't know. I know this is probably really like narrow-minded, and I don't understand everything that goes on behind the scenes on the pro side of things. But how if you're going into A1, you've had a lot of time to prepare, like Supercross practice. I don't understand how you could be that far off the mark in terms of bike setup. But surely, if you was having that much trouble, like they was going on about how the bike was going through the whoops, it felt horrible. If you're having that much trouble through the whoops, surely it can't have felt that great in the whoops at your own private tracks. Like, surely. Is that not the whole point of having these hundreds of thousands to millions spent on suspension and techs and like all this, that and the other to get that bike as perfect as it possibly can be ahead of A1? I don't know, my brain can't fathom that. You see, Charlie pointed him out, you see when they came back from after the race and like Jet and Dazzy and Hunter were talking, and then you've got the Showa tech just stood next to them, his face just looked like so blank. He's like, oh shit, oh no, we messed up. Because they're human beings. I get that, but how much they've had the same amount of time as everybody else. There is hundreds of thousands to millions being spent on it. You think they would just... You think they'd get it right? I mean, that is the whole point of them teams and then the people around them's jobs, is to make sure that it is good enough. And then that's the weird thing as well, is you can go from it basically not wanting to go through whoops one round, and then just a week later, which is a fraction of the time of the whole off season when you think about it, it looks great. Like, night and day difference, you know? I know, I just thought that was weird. But regardless, anyway, like, I feel like it's done now, and the bikes seem to be handling a lot better. And I enjoy the close race in between Tomac and Jet, and then hopefully Sexton doesn't wad himself next round, and we can have maybe a three-way battle for the lead. I just feel like they've just... one round in, you give yourself so much work to do for the rest of the season, you know? Yeah, that's purely probably naive, just spectator POV. I'm making this Supercross dribble so much harder for myself than it needs to be. I'm really not doing well in that 90. And I just need to try and get this triple in here dialed, because I keep... There you go, I keep tagging a back end like that. Then I'm also scared of doing the opposite and over-jumping it, because then I won't be able to get the quad that way either. This is where I'm going to pull out the excuse, oh, the KTM's now too slow, even though it's been rapid for the last year. Oh, the beta and the Yamaha will get over that, no problem, blah, blah, blah. All that good stuff. I would be tempted to try the beta again, but I'm just too scared of how it performs when it gets into the rough stuff. When the track starts going away. Yeah, my lap times aren't great at all. I'd ideally want to be running 59s every lap. Oh, let me show you something. Actually, can you get demonetized for... you know the word that starts with G and ends in ambling? Can you get the monies removed from the YouTubes if you show anything like that? Is that against TOS? Is that a big no-no these days? What if I... Hang on. Because then this could be anything. This... Oh, hang on. This... Oh, no, that's fine. This could be anything. This could not be the lambgling. This is not lambgling at all. Take a little Gaiazo. We'll minimise that. There you go. Perfect. That doesn't look like anything at all. So, what are we saying, boys? I'm not going to do it, by the way, especially after the news that I got today. I was going to before today, but now I'm just trying to save every penny that I own. But these are quite cool. If I had to, I would say Cooper beats Plessinger, Sexton beats Webb. This is the toughest one for me, because that could go either way. This is also a near impossible one to try and do. I'd say Kenny beats Hunter, and I would say Anderson beats Barsha. It's just these two here in the middle that I'd be unsure of. Yeah, this is... I'm just looking at a Gaiazo picture right now. There's nothing else to this at all. You're missing Ariel next week because of Arena Cross in Belfast. Well, Mr. Christers, make sure that you go and say hello to the AJP boys that will also be in Belfast. And if you see a ginger man walking around the AJP tent, say, haha, you get your spec maps wrong when you're creating your bikes. So then for Anaheim 1, your whole team's bikes look like pitch black in the void. And then from round 2 onwards, you get a little bit of reflections on them. Those are the exact words that you could say and might say. Cooksy got a strike just talking about it. Jesus Christ. He's got over to Kick, innit, where it's basically incentivized to do that. Husky 250 seems slow. I'm pretty sure it's the fastest one. I left to go and try one of the other bikes out, and I've just rejoined on exactly the same bike. So my head's not in the game today. We're just gonna get through it. We're gonna soldier through it, try and salvage an okay result in this race, and then hopefully be better and bigger and stronger and faster tomorrow for Ariel. Oh, he's changed, man. He's gone to the... Oh, he's gone to the main menu. He's come back to the track. He's barking the dirt course right now. He's going. He's zooming. He's moving. As you know, I'm a massive racist as well. So what I mean by that is the racing side of things I'm really good at. I'm a big racerist. So hopefully when the gate drops for the actual main event, I'll be able to lock in a bit more. I always seem to do better in mains than usually qualifying and heat races. Do 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 do. Yo, yeet. 59.6 prediction. Oh yeah, we wouldn't never have known, unfortunately, because I just beelined it straight onto the track. Flip it. I'm an innocent man. I just love racing. Ow. That corner's given me a lot of grief as well, to be honest, just by like trying to jump into the rut seems to be a little bit techie. That was a 1.8. I didn't hit the fast line before the finish, to be fair, and I slid out before the whoops, which is probably 0.8 in itself, those two things combined. I'm even trying to go for hot laps right now. I've got my race fuel in, for example. I'm just trying to get some consistent race time laps down. Skirt. Oh, I'm bogging out of that sand. Jesus. Yeah, racist with an E. Yes, and if Virtual's allowed to be a racist, then so am I. I couldn't be a true one anyway, because I went to a cat cafe before, and there was a black cat in there, and it was very, very cute, and it sat on my lap for a while. And Linda was very, very jealous, as she is the big cat lover. And I'm just like, yeah, cats are alright, I guess. But I much prefer dogs. I'm more of a dog person myself. I like medium-sized dogs, you know. I wouldn't want like a little yappy chihuahua, and I also don't think I'd want something massive like a husky, for example. Huskies are so noisy as well. Okay, we're doing alright. This is a decent lap. We're not doing okay anymore. And one thing I was annoyed by is overjumping that triple in. That was basically an entire second of time I just lost in that one rhythm section by not quadding. That is crazy. Oh, okay. I need to slow it down. I need to watch it. It's going to trigger me. It's going to piss me off. I'm 90% sure I'm in the rut. Do you think that's too much of a lean angle for that call? I mean, if we was to like line up with the angle of the ground, do you reckon it's like that? Is that too much? I don't feel like that's too much for the bike to start sliding out. Oh, that's barely cranked over at all. It's not fast rolls. I tried it on a lap, literally this lap here, this up here. But I just don't think my back end should be coming round on me there. I feel like I'm getting really, really hard done by. 250 riders must be absolutely hating that soupy triple. Oh, maybe they're enjoying it more than me, actually, because the 250s do have infinite grip at the moment. Maybe that's my issue. Maybe I need to change class. Go to 250s instead of 4s for the rest. When does the other coast start? Oh, I'll go and mix it up. Mix up with the 250 boys. Probably get my ass handed to me in that class as well. There we go. That was a 59. An entire second just in the last sector alone. Let's do some experimenting now. I've got a good lap. Let's try some different lines and see what happens. Did I have a particularly bad sand on that last lap? Because I just gained like 0.2, maybe 0.3 by going around the outside in it. And I've been going around the inside every single time. And the outside I just gained, so I'm just wondering if I had a bad one. I don't actually know what PCK stands for. I generally can't give you boys a time of when my race starts, so I just have to sit here and be patient. We've got 2 LCQs and a 250 main that we have to wait for. So I'm just trying to be a good boy, be patient, wait for my turn. Nice. Scrub the quad. Yeah, I'd love to scrub the quad if I could actually downside the triple for it nice enough to have enough speed to be able to scrub it. If I was on a Beta or Yamaha, then by all means, yeah, I probably could get away with that, but kind of have to get it pretty perfect now on the old Kutum. She's lacking a little bit on the straights. I don't know, I must have just had a bad sand, because inside I went up as well as going up on the outside. I would love that to be a more viable option. Might be slightly off in that regard. I mean, yeah, we got time. We can mess around on some other bikes. That's what I was going to do earlier, and then I completely forgot because I started reading chat again. Ben has forfeited second place. Has he gone to bed already? Oh, little pussy. Pussy! Pussy! PCK tracks are paid. Which, to be fair, I don't mind, because they have got, I think it's $1,500 across all the classes for, like, prize money, so they got to recoup it somewhere. I don't dislike the Husky. There's just pros and cons to everything. There's people that are going a second lap quicker than me that do ride the Husky. It feels a little bit too nimble for me. You forget I'm not a young whippersnapper anymore. I can't control these erratic bikes. I need something nice and smooth, which is why I do vibe with the Beta, but I just can't get it through the rough stuff once the track goes away. We'll try this. It's the same reason that, like, when I play COD, for example, you boys want me to crank my FOV up to the max. It's like, I can't see anything if I turn my FOV up more than it is. I feel like my FOV is quite high on bikes now, to be fair. I used to just run 110 only, and then randomly one day I went to 115. I don't think I'd want to go any higher than 115. We're still sliding, so the bike doesn't matter. I'm on the 120 rear tyre here as well, so I've gone from a 110 on the KTM to a 120 on this. Just, I don't like the front end on the Yami at all. It just feels so disconnected from the rest of the bike. It just feels miles away. And I do get a lot of weird little front end twitches and tucks out of the Yami too. Does seem to be faster in these corners right now though, but again, that could just be from the 120 rear. How twitchy that is in the corner. 59.6. It's not bad. It's basically almost... no, I had a 59.3 on the KTM, didn't I? But since I've only just hopped on it, that's not bad at all. Thank you very much, Chase. Another day in the business. We're doing business around these parks. Thank you very, very much. See, I was 0.3 off my KTM time just within, what, 2 laps on the Yami? That's what I mean. I can go fast on other bikes. It's just, can I do that over the course of an entire main event is the scary part. And I don't know the answer to that. Do I have an agent? What do you mean by agent? What, YouTube agent? Someone to steal money from me. Oh, I don't need an agent at all right now then. No, no, no. The Yami front end in a road is twitchy. See, that's not what I want to hear. No plans for me to ride soon. Anyway, I mean the weather's just awful at the moment. So, oh no, whenever it starts getting nice again. Let's see how the disgustingly quick bike goes around this track then. I hate that I do this every single week as well. Oh, I'm comfortable on the KTM, it's fine. Thank you, Mr. Adam Laboisier, for your gifted membership. I hope I'm pronouncing your last name correct. I apologise if not, but it sounds sick nonetheless. I do appreciate it, my man. Laboisier. Laboisier, the Bossier. Cool. Oh, okay. Okay, not the best start. Not the best start at all. Is that the OG Lucas or is that a different one? I think the OG did the OG Lucas I think the OG Lucas got banned, not just timed out. Might see if I can just get away with third in the whoops. Because the double upshift on the beta feels pretty brutal. Chase goes through him in second gear somehow. He doesn't even change gear for him at all. It feels very nice in these two 180s. No, the back end came out of that right a little bit, but it doesn't matter because look how far it just flies over the jumps. No, awful run through the whoops. So even with an awful run through the whoops, 59.7. No, 59.5, not 59.7. So that is 0.2 off the KTM with an awful whoop run. So what I don't understand about this bike is it just doesn't feel like you're going fast, yet every single lap time that you run is just nuts. I swear the bike somehow magically deducts a couple of tenths off of every single lap time that you run. Just when you get to the finish, Maxard goes, oh, actually, no, you're on the beta, let me take a few tenths off. Stop sliding out, please! God, this is frustrating. Don't worry, Lucas. There was another Lucas like 2 streams ago who was just hella annoying. So he's the name Lucas has just become a little bit of a meme on the channel now. I don't like that idea at all, Christus. I'm happy to be punished for my own mistakes, but if my races keep getting cancelled because people can't stay on 2 wheels and because of their skill issues, then I don't like the idea of that. Yeah, imagine you come home from your 9 to 5, get through the door, now you have your dinner, maybe you've spent time with the kids or whatever, and you're like, right, I've got 30 minutes of me time, let me hop on motocross the game, maybe get a race, maybe 2 races in, and both your races get red flagged, so you can't actually complete a race because of somebody else being shit at the game. That's crazy. I can't get this thing through whoops, it's pissing me off. This is the KTM has ruined me and quickshift has ruined me because now I can't go through whoops anything other than 5th gear. There we go. Just do that. Like, why is that so difficult to do? Barking now, boys. Can't wait to mess up the whoops again. I mean, that's an awful run into this corner. .58. God, I hate it so much. Because I don't feel good on it. That's the annoying thing, and I'm faster. It pisses me off. 58.9. That's a set 1.1 seconds quicker than my qualifying time was. I've not actually paid too much attention to the Anaheim 2 layout yet, so I generally don't know. I don't know about it. I think I tried 3rd gear there, didn't I, in the whoops? I don't like 2nd gear because I feel like it makes the bike react to each whoop a lot more. You don't skim over them quite as nice. So generally, the higher gear, the better. But yeah, where I've got no quick shift on this, 2nd to 5th is impossible. You lose so much time from upshifting 3 times. So maybe just try and do 3rd and then keep it in 3rd as well. It's just a little bit difficult. I mean, do I just try and ride the beta a bit more and then see if I can get used to how it handles the road? Because last week on the beta in the rough stuff, I was horrific, man. I was so bad in it. I think there was a period of time in last week's race where I had the fastest few laps by like a 10th or 2. But then it just all fell apart at the halfway mark. I couldn't get this thing around a corner to save my life. She is a big girl. She does feel big. I wonder if any of that would change if I changed the sound mod on the bike. Because the sound mod itself, I think, plays into making it feel like she's quite big. Like, it sounds quite, I don't know, like quite farty. And it can't change too much, because this is what the Gas had last year, and the Gas never felt like a particularly big bike. Smaller model swap would help, you reckon so as well? Yeah, she's a bit chunky, isn't it? She's got quite a wide front fender. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I could ask for a model swap to be put on the beta. Look how much better that track through the whoops in 4th. Then it's just down to luck sometimes to get up into 4th. Yeah, the model definitely leaves a bit to be desired. I would probably just end up putting the Triumph onto it. Use that YouTube privilege. Get that done. What's it like on the slower inside stuff? It's not ideal. It's not great. Definitely not great in the sand. Holy. Thank you very much, Dennis. But yeah, I've tried every single 450 multiple times since the bikes came out. There's only a handful of them that I would consider racing with, to be honest. You've just got your main. To be fair, like there's like 6 of them that you could do well on. A lot of it is down to personal preference. So KTM, Husky, Yamaha, Beta, all good. I'd say those are the main ones. But then the Triumph 450 is also pretty solid, and the Fantic 450 is also pretty solid. All the other ones, throw them in the bin. Yeah, no e-bikes allowed, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would definitely give the Varga a try. Imagine trying to get the Varg to track around tracks now with how slippery it probably is. It's crazy. The good thing about the beta though is you saw there, it doesn't even matter if I hang the back wheel a tiny bit on the triple in, it still has enough oomph to get up and over the quad afterwards. It's quite disgusting. I'm going to stick to just going up 1 gear in the whoops. I'm going to just keep it in 3rd. That was a 58.3. So I've had a lap time that's like 0.4 quicker than the KTM, and I've had a lap time that's the same as my quickest KTM time, all within 8 laps of riding the bike. Triple quad looks easy on it. It is. It's disgustingly easy. All the big lines in the game are really easy on this. And what I don't get is how, because the bike doesn't feel really quick. It just seems to float. I swear it's just got different physics compared to any other 450. It just seems to stay in the air for longer. Let me just make sure that I've got this saved so I know what I'm running. Meow, Reaper, I didn't know you was into that sort of thing. Meow, you naughty little cat. Yeah, Reaper did it first, Aiden. You're just copying. Doesn't count. Husky. Yeah, pushing's probably the right word to use, Joel, because it feels like it just wants to go through the rhythm rather than going up in the air. beta's sick until 1 ounce of road. Yeah, that's the issue I had last week when I tried it. Maybe I just need to try and stay away from the road. Right, so this setup I've got right here, I don't know if I'm allowed to share it, so I'm not going to. Tyler gave me this. And this is exactly the exact setup that Tyler duked on everybody on DDC, and he was a second a lap quicker than everybody else on it. Same bike, same setup as him. Yeah, I can't do it. So it's obvious that I'm just a big old skill issue. We'll see what we can rock around here. You can already see like the back end's wanting to slide just a little bit more for me. But then again, 1 tyre compared to 120. Maybe the 120 tyre is the issue with the beta in the road. Maybe if I run the 110, the effects won't be quite as bad, quite as prevalent. I don't know. You see how much more nimble the Husky is. Think I'm getting over that clean? No. Oh, that's probably not going to count. I'm pretty sure I went for a timing gate there. Absolute goober. Ah, lots of mistakes. So that would have been in the 1 minute area, even with like 2 mistakes. That would have got me into the 59s. So I think, personally, I feel like the beta is quicker for me. And then you can see how much more nimble the Husky is. And then the Husky probably does handle the road better than the beta does as well. Decisions, eh? And then the back end is definitely more lively. I don't know. I rode the beta last week, didn't I? And I've been riding the KTM Buncham races. Maybe I'll try the Husky for a race. See, it doesn't fly over like the quad, for example, as easy as the beta does. And we've got a little bit of a rebound issue going on there. Not missing the race or anything, have I? Like the servers, I think it's still 250s. Thank you very much, MM. Hello, Biff. Just try it. That's a good point as well. I don't really have much to lose. I mean, I've got the prize money, I guess, to lose, but I mean, it's a 17-round series, so it's going to take a while. And to be fair, if I just showed up to every single one of these, I should be guaranteed a top 3 overall in the championship anyway. I'm not even trying to be big-headed or anything, but that's just how it should go. Done it again. Oh, you think I'm riding the beta. 59.7. It's hard to argue with the beta's times, you know? Don't know. Don't know. Oh, hang on. Bear with me. Where is... What? Uh... Okay, got a bunch of Discord notifications. 250 main, cool. Okay, no 450 main just yet. Beta's good for quali laps. Yeah. I mean, you know, well, I do. I wanted to try the beta again, but yeah, if I'm going to get halfway through the race and then just start struggling again, then that's no bueno. And if I'm running similar lap times on the Husky as my KTM anyway, then surely there's no harm in trying it and seeing how the Husky handles the erode. You can give that a go. Probably going to get a god-awful start, because the starts on my KTM's dialed, because I've done so many, but I've not done any Husky starts at all. Let me just do 1 or 2 practice starts on the Husky. I don't even know what I've got for dinner tomorrow yet, Jerry. I've got no clue what bike I'm going to be riding. Oh, God, this is awful. I definitely shouldn't start doing all this, but it is what it is. It's not the end of the world, I suppose. No, I tend not to answer Discord DMs very often at all. I do get a lot of them. And then as soon as I start answering people, then I start getting more and more messages from them same people. You know what? You know what? This could, again, not trying to be like holier than thou, not trying to have ego or, you know, better than everyone mentality. You know, the worst message, or the message that irritates me the most that I get, is people send me a message that says, "Can I ask you a question?" It's like, you've already messaged me. Why didn't you just ask the question rather than asking if you can ask me a question? I don't know why, it triggers me so much. And I shouldn't even tell you boys that, because now you're just going to spam saying, "Can I ask you a question?" It's like, no, you can't actually. No, you're not allowed to do that. All right, yeah, I'll join in 1 second, Patreon. I'm just going to do a practice start. I had I even get people like sending me message requests on TikTok saying, "Can I help them install OEMs?" And I'm just like, brother,
you only live once.
Thank you very much, Dennis. So I have to now. Thank you for the 420. I get messages on TikTok and it's like, can you help me install OEMs? It's like, if you typed in that exact same sentence into Google right now, you'd have found out how to install the OEMs. Yeah, I appreciate that, Dennis. I'll ride that ski. That's fine. Let me try and do the same as the KTM up to the fuel cap. I really don't like 110s out the gate, you know. I feel like I don't move. Right, one more, and then I'll join the server. Am I norms? My norms are wrong on this bar pad, aren't they? That is... Yes, that is very wrong. Okay. Got weird little triangles that I shouldn't have. Let's try middle of the bike. Cool, we're good. I'll go in the middle. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. And I'm wondering what it is I should do. Oh, I said you could ride the 250 in the 450 class. I'm shit on 250s, so it wouldn't even be like a fun challenge. I would probably just get like 15th in the race. Oh, can one of you remind me? Actually, no. I might have time once I get into the server. Hang on. Yeah, okay. We're waiting on people. I'll be back in 10 seconds. You can count. Right. What? Did I just move? Oh, right. Since you boys asked, not doing it now. This will be a donate-a-thon goal. There she is. There's the boy. Yes, it might have been a little bit of a longer time, but I got distracted by a naked Linda laying in bed. So, it is what it is. World's hottest chip, coated with one of the hottest chilies in the world, the Carolina Reaper, for experienced chili enthusiasts only. Not suitable for children or teenagers, nor if you are... Thank you very much, Mr. Anonymous. Oh, hang on, let me put my headphones on so I can hear the ASMR. Oh, it didn't do the whisper thing. Yes, nor if you are pregnant or breastfeeding. Oh, I can't have it then. Can't have it. Or anyone with medical conditions. I got asthma. That could be irritated. Keep out of reach of children. Best before April 2025. Yeah, cool. There you go. Look how awful the clip art is on this, by the way. I feel like that makes it worse, is that it's not like a well done box. But I don't know. I don't know. Going down there. You almost died after trying the corner of it. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm just going to have a lot of milk and some ice cream, just chilling it. Because it's not... It's just dairy that helps with the chilies, isn't it? Like if you just coat your mouth with dairy. I'm just going to be guzzling it for ages. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Keep up the awesome content and good luck.
Thank you very much, Garrett.
Love you, gesture.
Do need the good luck messages. I do need a lot of luck. And things I'm going to have to try. The stars going to have to align for me to do well in this race today. I don't know why. Just feel that way. But thank you very much. Bread helps, does it? Never heard of that one before. Drink milk before eating it. That is some scumbag tactics right there. I appreciate it. Well, you know what, Rasper? No, first of all. But if you did the exact same one, then I would be more open to it. Because you have to kind of... I feel like it's only fair. If you want to inflict that pain onto someone else, you have to know what that pain is like in the first place. I am on the Husky 450 for this. A last-minute decision. But we'll see how the Husky goes in a race. Be ready for stuff to come out both ends. Boys, you're scaring me. Don't do that. Cause I'm wondering what it is I should do. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. No, I don't regularly eat spicy stuff at all, so I'm going to be in a hell of a lot of pain and suffering. I'll probably do it as like a really, really far goal in the donator-thon, like I'm talking a couple of days worth. It's more so the, like I know it is just pain at the end of the day, and the pain will eventually go, but it's just like intense in the moment, and you just don't know what to do with yourself. Drank 2 litres of milk after just the corner. I do like milk, to be fair, so it's not terrible. I just chug some milk down me. Left of me. Jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Burn 3 times, mouth, stomach, and then butt cheeks. Yeah, I'm probably going to be on and off the toilet a lot afterwards. If I also coat my butthole in milk, do we reckon? Do we reckon that's alright? Yeah, this is the main event that we're just waiting for now. There's only one race for this. I'm just going to update this as well. Right, are we going racing? We are going racing. Right, wish me luck, gamers. We've also got a wild Rusper in this lobby. He is not either side of me. He's just on the inside of the box there. So we'll see how this goes. I imagine I'm going to get an atrocious start on this thing. I'm just taking a bite. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to eat the entire thing. I'll just take a bite, chew it, swallow it as quickly as I can, so I'm not thinking about it, and then I'll just let the pain ensue from that point onwards. But am I correct in, like, ice doesn't actually help at all for spicy stuff, because it's not... Spicy stuff isn't hot. It's not a hot pain that you're getting, it is just a pain. But people just think that it's hot. So I've seen people eat hot stuff before and then try putting ice cubes in their mouth, and I'm just like, you're not doing anything. I mean, someone said whole shot incoming. Just want to make sure I'm not going to get landed on. No, we're good, we're good. We're not good. Thank God for that. My bike just felt like it didn't go out of that right-hander. Okay, we'll go again. $100 chip? No, it was £13, I think. But I promise you boys, the reaction to it is, whether I eat just a corner of it or I eat the whole thing, it's going to be a painful experience nonetheless. Someone got a jump start, so that's why we're going again. But it's good, because I just completely ruined my first lap anyway, just by casing the first triple in. So we'll try again. Oh yeah, bad start this time. Someone's trying to turn right when they're on the right-hand side. Oh, turn left when they're on the right-hand side of me. Oh, nice. And nice, don't turn left, don't turn left, don't turn left. Thank you. We got EJ. Free Palms got the lead, so that might be a flag to flag for old Mr. Free Palms. Why? I haven't... I don't understand the race situation sometimes. Like, my back end hasn't done that at all in testing. And then you get into the race and then it does that. Yeah, P4 start is not bad. Not bad at all. Blood did not expect blood to go inside there. Notice every time, regardless of track, anytime I try to take alternative line, I actually get so triggered with other people. It's unreal. Oh, Supercross is such a love-hate relationship in this game. Like, I have to go around the outside there to get the triple win. Otherwise, I'm going to lose a load of time. Yeah, I then get penalised for hitting the triple in. Someone else crashes on the triple in. You know, it's like, what? What'd you do? At least it went through the whoops nicely that time. Yeah, Super Race very love-hate relationship with it. Like if it's in testing, for example, I love doing Supercross. I can do Supercross in testing all day. Multiplayer races on it, this a bit of a different beast, different story. Free P is free pumps. He's a young whippersnapper. He does put a lot of time into the game, to be fair to him. But he's been banned on and off for years, just like making alt accounts and stuff like that. And I think he's finally allowed to race now. I mean, he's always been fast. Am I in? Oh no, I'm in 4th. I think the best I can expect out of this race is a P2. But I mean, Rax isn't here today, so I'm basically guaranteed. I'm going to lose med. Actually, my mental's gone. I'm basically guaranteed P2 in the championship. We'll see what happens when the track starts getting a little bit beaten up. See how the old Husky handles it. This is more just like testing for me than anything, just for the aerial races. I've noticed the front end on this setup does like to rebound a little bit if you just slightly overjump something, so when you land it like it wants to spring up again. So I don't know if the rebound needs slowing down a tiny bit. Yep, we get it, EJ. I am streaming, you're in front of me. Congratulations. I'll try the outside here, see how this goes. No, I'm not Eli. Unfortunately, I can't even dive bomb to the inside in this corner because I have to follow in line into the rut, then try and get the triple out. But the back end slid on me, so not good. Not good at all. Does he race aerial? Yeah, I don't know where EJ's from. He might just be NA, so I never see him in races at all. On these tracks in particular, you'll see people that maybe in aerial they're more back half than anything. You'll see them do better on tracks like these. Like these tracks help a lot, so you get a good start. The actual riding of the track itself is a bit more simple. Like it's easier to not make mistakes for the whole race. Yeah, good start, and then you can kind of run a good pace, stay up here, and get really good results, to be honest. I'm waiting for that, or a little bit of a road as you enter the sand to start kicking you. I'm waiting for it to happen. Yeah, no way we're lapping already, surely. We are lapping already. Yep, nice, sick. Did not expect to be lapping people on, we're lap 5 right now. I wonder if we are... now I'm not going to get this clean. I wonder if we are going to be forced to move out of the race line throughout the course of this race. Because so far the erode just seems to be eroding smoothly, if that makes sense. It's not a choppiness about it at all yet, so it's actually just really, really quick to ride that rut the whole way around. Jesus Christ. It's P2 and P3 taking each other out. I have not ran a 59 yet. Not good. Back end sliding in mid-rut. Yeah, I'm not feeling super comfortable on the Husky right now. But then I'm changing more than one thing at a time. I've gone from KTM 120 tyre to Husky 110 tyre. So it's hard to... Why? What? I'm in a rut, please! Make sense! Stop sliding out on me! There is no reason my back end should be kicking out like that mid-rut. Someone get a physics major in it. I want a full breakdown of why that's happening. Do. I'm gonna, honestly... I'm going to break my monitor, I swear. Maybe one person might get that reference. What is... It's basically like I said before I even hopped on the Husky. It just, it might be a bit too agile sometimes. It's a bit too loose. It's like the physicist said skill issue. He's right. He's true. Do. I think all I can do really is just try and... I mean, this is the issue as well. I feel like I'm having to try and go really, really fast to try and keep a respectable distance to Mr. Free Palms out in the lead. But then at the same time, I'm also trying to tiptoe a little bit and then also be quite smooth, just because these back-end issues, even whilst locked into a rut, just very odd. A lot of it's probably just due to not playing these kinds of tracks very often at all. I mean, this is the first one like this that I've played so far. Like this style of the ruts. I think what it is there's no... The rut doesn't build up, or it's not built up, if that makes sense. It just kind of digs down. So maybe if that back end is just a tiny bit misplaced is why it's, I guess, popping out of it, because there's nothing at the top of the rut to catch you. There might be a... I was about to say there might be a period of time mid-moto where I start flowing, but we are literally halfway through the race already. That's might be the quickest 10 minutes of my existence. At least the whoop's getting quicker. Whoops are getting cut down. It doesn't slide out to side. It doesn't feel like I need to change line yet, you know? Like the ruts that are forming are very, very smooth. They're not causing me any issues at all. I am getting the occasional little lag spike. I don't know if that's coming through on the YouTube side of things, but just every now and then, every maybe like quarter of a lap or so, just a tiny little freeze frame. I'm currently looking at Rusper in the top 10 as well. He's sat in P9 right now. Very good, very nice. I'll try standing up instead. Probably shouldn't start messing around with things like that. That might ruin me more. That's 2 laps in a row. I've checked up too much for that triple. Oh, getting swaps. Getting swaps. The netcode on this game is a beautiful thing. EJ was sideways on my screen then, and I guarantee on his screen he's just absolutely like straight as an arrow. No problem at all. The 90 there before that triple is starting to get a little bit choppy. Three laps in a row. I love this game. Let me just ride backwards through the whoops rather than joining the track like a normal person. Let me not check anything. Let me just hit the whoops backwards, pinned. Because I've got a massive IQ. It happens. Unfortunately, it happens more often than it should do, but... yeah. I think when you have series like this that aren't like the normal aerial where the entire field is stacked and used to pro races, for example, you do get the occasional 1 or 2 people that don't have the best IQ in the world when it comes to rejoining tracks after crashes and stuff like that. Right side, after 3 laps of messing up that same little triple, finally greased it. I mean, all things considered, I didn't lose that much time from that little incident, so it could have been a whole lot worse. Luckily, the battle that I'm in right now is not a battle for the lead, otherwise then, oh, I would not have been a very happy man. Okay. Just a random hole formed on the face of that triple that wasn't there last lap. I don't know, Patron, if you're still in here, I'm not sure if it's possible. Is there a way of having the base layer of the track not quite as dark? Because in these corners, I cannot see what the rough is doing, basically. It's just like it's pitch black when I go into it. So I'm just kind of having to go through and hoping by the grace of God I can get through it alright, you know? Does Free Palms do aerial? I actually don't know. If he does, he's doing NA, because he's not doing EU at all. But as I said, he's been banned for numerous years. So I can't remember what the initial offence was, but then he kept getting rebanned after that because he kept making all accounts. So I swear he's bought the game like 5 different times at this occasion. But I don't know. Maybe I don't know if it's a reshade thing. But as I'm getting into these ruts, I cannot see like bumps in them or anything. They are just like the ruts are a black mass for me. I don't know what it was. I generally can't remember what the issue was. I don't know if it was like banned for dirty riding or something like that originally. He's young, so and I mean he first got banned like 3 years ago maybe. So if he's young now, he was very, very young then. I want to say he's like 16, something like that. Yeah, he kept rebuying the game, going on alt accounts, so then he kept getting banned for longer and longer and longer. And I think now he's kind of served his time. No, I'll be honest, not really vibing with the old Husky, now the road's coming. I definitely think my KTM would have handled... My KTM definitely would have handled this rough better, because Jesus Christ, what is going on? Actually a painful experience. It's worth the try though, it's always worth a try. I'm definitely going to have to practice this style of track then, after, like to prepare for these races, because it's becoming apparent that I can't just hop on from an aerial track the week before and then go onto these PCK tracks. There's such different ways of playing. And then I also like trying to get away with playing the game as little as possible, because the more time I spend on it, the higher expectations I have of myself. And then if I do worse in the races after I've been practicing a bunch, then I'll just feel even worse. Yep, sick. That double went well for me. No, just not losing much time at all. Just losing, what was that, like 4 seconds? Ah! Bike's rebounding a lot. I might have to slide in old Free Palms' DMs, because he seems to be hitting the road no problem at all on the old beta, and that's where I struggled on it. Ask for that beta setup. It's not the first time this race I've crashed because of... I've actually helped him. That's what pisses me off. Is he has crashed, I've hit him, and now he's come out better off because of it. Ah! Honestly. The head loss needs to be studied. You've got Transcend barking on my cheeks as well, ready to take P4 from me. How long we got left? Oh, this might... Yeah, it's his last lap next time round. So yeah, we're going on to the last lap now, with a nice little battle for P3 between myself, Sweaties, and Transcend. Third time. I've hit the back of him. He does have a second of cuts, so I haven't actually got to take over him. Okay. Ah, my heart! Yeah, I haven't got to pass him. I can just sit on his cheeks and be alright. Go big or go home, right? Go big or go home! It's fine. There you go. Oh, P3. A very uncomfortable P3, and I wouldn't even say a very good P3. 50 seconds back from the front. That is disgusting. Oh, God. Not a good MX Bikes race today, boys. You literally couldn't have kicked a football better than the way you just punted him. He went flying. He was down on the triple here. Ran into him because, you know, his bike... Because of MX Bikes physics and the way the game works, the bike was perfectly sideways across the face of the jump. And then the boy got sent all the way to here. And then not only did he get sent all the way to here, he got niced and the bike basically landed facing the correct way as well. So, yeah, he could just go in this direction, no issue at all. But I think that's also what gave him a second to cuts. So it helped and didn't help at the same time. So give and take. Yeah. PCK aerial tracks better. Don't the word better it's just subjective. Opinions are a thing. It's like me asking you apples or oranges, which one's better? People will like apples, people will like oranges. So yeah, I am now going to well, I can't even go drown my sorrows in ice cream now because I'm trying to save the pennies as much as I can. Maybe I'll go and get a fresh Pepsi Max out of the fridge and then go and drop into the war zone with the boys. It might just be the boy. I think it's just Charlie that's awake now. Nobody else. But yeah, hope you boys, hope you gamers enjoyed it. And same time, no, not same time tomorrow. Earlier time tomorrow because we've got a little bit of aerial. I'll probably be back on the KTM. I'll be honest, because anytime I try changing, it doesn't seem to work out too well for me. So yeah, thank you very much, everybody. I really do appreciate it, and see you tomorrow for some aerial.